2015 valedictorian of the Amateur School. To hold this honor requires knowledge, leadership, courage, and compassion. It is indeed rare to find all of these qualities in a single individual, and that is why it is truly an honor to introduce to you a person who exemplifies all of these qualities and so much more. The class of 2015 valedictorian is Isha Patel. An honor graduate who holds a grade point average of 4.65. Isha will attend the University of Texas at Austin's Cockrell School of Engineering to major in biomedical engineering. She is the daughter of Vipin and Sunita Patel, who are seated in the VIP section. Proud parents, please stand up and be recognized. Please join me in welcoming to the podium Ann Richards School Class of 2015 valedictorian, Isha Patel.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Isha Patel, and I'm proud to be a graduate of the Ann Richards School Class of 2015. It is an incredible honor to be able to stand in front of you today and to give this speech. It was really difficult for me to write this speech because I wanted it to be sincere, heartwarming, and inspirational. I didn't want it to be filled with cliches or to bore people to tears. I was told by many of my peers that I needed to make them cry, and I'm not sure whether this speech will succeed in meeting that criteria, but I do know that this speech is coming from my heart. I want to begin this speech by telling a story about my parents. My parents have taught me to remember 3 big ideas. 1, have grit. 2, be appreciative. And 3, to give back. My family moved to the United States from India in November of 2000. I was barely 4 years old, and I didn't really understand the magnitude of the steps my parents had taken to be able to come to this country. I didn't understand that our lives were in a precarious situation in India. My dad has lived his entire life in poverty. He would wear 1 pair of shoes for an entire year. He would only have 1 pair of pants that he wore to school. He never bought a kite or went on a class field trip because my grandparents just didn't have the money for it. In India, we lived in poverty. My dad made less than $50 a month. It was barely enough to survive. My parents didn't even have enough money to send me to school. If my parents hadn't moved to the United States when they did, I would not be standing before you today and graduating with you. Everything my parents did was for my sister and me. It was so she and I could have a better life, a life without the struggles that they had to face. 15 years later, my parents are successful in the life they have built in a nation very different from their homeland. My sister and I are living a life without the struggles my parents had to face. Without my parents, I don't know what I would have done. They provide me with food, clothes, shelter. They drive me to the many, many activities that I participated in the last 7 years, even when the only thing they wanted to do was to go home and go to sleep. They are the ones that pick me up when I'm down. My dad always tells me that a disappointment shouldn't make me feel bad. Our life is going down a path other than the one we wanted, but everything is what we make it. They are the reason that I am successful. I cannot wait to graduate from college and pay them back double, maybe even triple. This goal drives me to succeed. My family, you are the reason I am who I am. I want to say I love you, and I hope you know that I do appreciate everything you have done for me. I also want to tell my grandparents thank you, who are here but they don't speak English, and I want to speak to them in my native language, Gujarati. Ba, મને દેખાતા છે તમે ત્યાં બેસલા છે. ગુજરાતીમાં બોલતી છું તો તમને સમજો પણ મને કેવું છે કે થેન્ક યુ તમે મારી હાથ ખાવાનું બનાવે અને મારી હાથે ઘરે રહીને બધું કરે છે. So, why did I tell you this story about my parents? This speech is supposed to inspire you to go out and to accomplish your dreams. However, life isn't always rainbows and happiness, and there will be rough patches where you won't know what to do. But through my family, I've learned that there isn't anything that we can't overcome. Don't lose hope when the going gets tough, because there's always a way. I want to tell you that it isn't me that can give you that inspiration, my friends. Look at the people closest to you in your lives. Your parents, your grandparents, your mentors, your friends, ARS teachers and staff. They are the ones that have pushed you to be the best you can be. They are the ones that have gotten you to this point. They have taught us to have grit and to remember that you can survive anything life throws at you. But don't forget to show appreciation. Appreciate the people closest to you that have helped you. Every little thing you do to show appreciation matters. I want you all to stop right now and think about 3 people that you need to thank for getting you where you are today. Sometimes we forget to tell the people closest to us just how much they mean to us. And after we graduate today, make sure you tell these inspirational people in your lives how appreciative you are of them. And remember to give back. At Ann Richards, we have completed large amounts of service hours. We've been taught that we need to be public servants and to help our community. It is our responsibility to fix things in our world. If we see something unjust happening, then we step in. If we see a problem with our world, then we solve that problem. We've set our mission statement every day for the past 7 years. We as Ann Richards girls will solve problems creatively and ethically for our global community. And we must continue this practice of giving back. I've already stated that I'm going to give back to my parents, but I also want to give back to the school that has taught me so much and given me so many opportunities. We have to remember that we need to pay it forward. We must be servant leaders. We know how to lead and how to serve. Find an issue that you are passionate about and help out in any way. In my future, I see myself helping females in India to get education. I've seen poverty and I've seen sexism in my home country, and that is an issue I'm extremely passionate about, and I want to help change the circumstances girls like you and me encounter every day. Ann Richards has taught us many skills. We know how to study, we know how to present in front of large groups, and we know how to interview. We are prepared for this future. This speech is supposed to be about our futures, but I want to take just a second and ask you to remember the past 7 years. We are different people than we were in the 6th grade. We are no longer in that awkward tween phase that we all desperately want to forget. We are accomplished young women, and we know what we want, and we will do whatever it takes to get it. Since a lot of us are Harry Potter fans, I want to give you a quote from the great J.K. Rowling herself. We do not need magic to change the world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. We have the power to imagine better. Class of 2015, take a look around you. These are the same 84 girls you have seen for the past 7 years of your life. You probably know more about them than they know about themselves. And they have the power inside of them. You have the power inside of you. Class of 2015, my friends, my sisters, we have the power, we are finally graduating, we survived, and we will thrive. And before the speech is finished, I want to do a selfie real quick. Bye, guys.